Yo guys, what's up? It's WarSpirit. Got you guys some Frenzy gameplay today from the new Crysis 3 Lost Island DLC. Now, I've said before in my sort of live streams and previous videos mentioned that Frenzy is my new favourite game mode in Crysis 3, and it really is my favourite mode. When I heard this sort of mode was coming out, I got pretty excited. I like this sort of stuff. I really like this type of game mode in Call of Duty. Like, on the rare occasion that I would play Call of Duty, I think the same sort of mode is called Sharpshooter, where the weapon would cycle every 60 seconds. Yeah, that would be basically all I would play when I did play Call of Duty, which obviously wasn't too often. But anyway, Frenzy is really awesome, and it comes with the new DLC, so if you don't have the new DLC, then you're not going to get Frenzy, and you're not going to get to play the most awesome game mode ever. And I've got a lot of reasons why it's the most awesome game mode ever. Basically, you get to use a lot of different weapons in a single match, and everyone in the server has to use the same weapon, and there's nothing more fun than fighting everyone in a server who's all using the same sort of weapon, like a sniper only match, everyone in the server using DSG, or a pistol only match, everyone using pistol, or a SCAR only match, everyone in the server using a SCAR. That's lots of fun. So now we've just got a way to play that sort of stuff all the time in a ranked game mode, which also includes the weapon switching every 60 seconds, so even more fun. And Crytek have added their own sort of little twist on this sort of weapon swap every 60-second game mode. I don't really know what to call it. We can call it Sharpshooter or Gun Game or something like that. Frenzy. But they've added basically where you have to collect sort of multipliers. You get a kill and you get an extra multiplier, and the victory is not determined by the highest number of kills. The player with a higher number of kills doesn't necessarily win, although there's a high chance that the player with the most kills is going to win, but it's rather the player with the most XP in the match. And the way to get more XP is you kill players and get sort of kill streaks. If you get 5 kills in a row, you get a 5 times multiplier, which means every kill you get 5 times more experience for it. Also, if someone else on the enemy team, well, everyone in Frenzy is your enemy, but if someone else, an enemy, gets a kill streak as well, what you can do is kill him and steal his current kill streak, so you steal his multiplier, and the maximum kill streak is like 5, or the maximum multiplier is 5, so you kill someone with a 2 times multiplier, which means if you're just on a 1 times, you get a 3 times multiplier instead. So the maximum is 5, and when you do get to the maximum multiplier, you can see on the screen right now there's loads of guys running around with this massive big 5 times multiplier over their head, which means these guys have a 5 times multiplier. Go kill these guys and you will steal their 5 times multiplier, which means you get more XP faster. So the hard thing is to actually hold on to this 5 times multiplier to be able to get these 500 points per kill instead of 100 points per kill, since you do have this massive tag and everyone on the server is basically chasing you. If it's just you with the 5 times multiplier, that's 15 enemies sort of running towards your position to try and steal your multiplier, which really makes this game mode pretty intense. And when you do have that 5 times multiplier, man, it's an adrenaline rush trying to survive. My best tip for winning this game mode is basically make sure when you're about to take a 5 times multiplier, you are in sort of a good position, and once you've got it, sort of get towards that position and then sort of hold down an area of the map which is easier to defend than sort of out and open or some other space. Like, especially when sniper comes up and you've got 5 times multiplier, then everyone can just sort of look at you across the map with this tag on you and snipe you across the map really easily. So especially when sniper comes up, you want to have a lot of cover around about you. The best time, I think, to have a 5 times multiplier is when shotguns come up in the rotation, because that means enemies actually have to get close to you before they can take you out, so you should be able to see them coming pretty easily. So shotgun 5 times multiplier works really well. So when you get a shotgun, make sure you try and rack up those kills as quickly as possible. One of the other great things about Frenzy is the fact that there is no auto armor in this game mode, there are no poles in this game mode, and there are no kill streaks in this game mode, so no swarmers. And that's awesome, like, because a lot of those things just make gameplay rather stressful in public servers. I hardly ever play public servers anymore. A lot of the time I just play in scrims and like set up games with my friends. DLC servers obviously I play in public, but it's not like the same class of people in DLC servers. A lot of them are like dedicated Crysis fans, really good players and stuff, so I much rather play with good players who aren't running around trolling, smacking people with poles and so on. That's not very fun. It's not fun to play against people who do that sort of thing. And in Frenzy you get to use a really wide variety of weapons, some weapons that you've probably never even used before, and let you get a feel for all the weapons in the game, and it'll show you what weapons are sort of imbalanced and which weapons kind of suck as well in the game. Like, see when the Jackal comes up and it doesn't have extended mags, it has only 8 rounds in the clip. wow, does that weapon really suck. 8 bullets with a Jackal, and then they bring out this new Rhino shotgun, which is just basically the single shot Jackal from Crysis 2, which was really super good, and it fires really fast as well. I also think Frenzy is a good mode for sort of lower level players, beginners to the game, and maybe some noobs as well, because it basically means that none of these higher level players who have sort of unlocked all the weapons, unlocked all the attachments, and unlocked all the suit modules and stuff, they don't have an advantage over you in this game. Everyone is on a level playing field, which is really fun for pretty much everyone in the server. It basically means the person with the most skill is going to win, but as a noob or as a beginner to the game, it also means you're not going to get completely dominated in the mode, and the best player is going to have like a 5x multiplier tag over their head all the time. So if you want, you can just stay away from him, or if you go to him, you will probably get a good chance to kill him, because he'll be fighting off like 3 or 4 guys at once, and you can just nip in there and steal the kill, or kill the guys around about him as well, is a good way to go about it. But it is easy, I think, for newer players to the game. The suit modules are also random and forced every 60 seconds. It's a whole loadout that is forced every second, not just the weapon. And the suit modules, it doesn't matter what level they're on, because the thing forces a particular level of suit module as well. So even if you have like level 3 armor transfer, in this game mode it might just give you level 1 armor transfer instead of level 3 anyway. So that's cool as well. I think the game mode is really fun for good players as well, not just for beginners though, because it really challenges your skill level, because a lot of good players just sort of focus on improving their skill level with a particular weapon. For like competitive play, they'll use that weapon a lot, so they're really good for it and like at the top of their sort of the peak of that weapon skill level. But playing this mode, it's a really big challenge. Like, you have to be good with shotguns, pistols, assault rifles and snipers all at the same time in one game mode if you want to win it. And basically I feel like this really helps you improve your skill level overall, because if you just use the Scar, I don't know, you're not going to be that great a player if all you use is the Scar, I think, because I don't know, it's like, it's sort of the learning curve. You use a weapon, then you go to a new weapon, and then you come back to the old weapon you were using previously, and it seems like you're actually better with the weapon that you used previously. So you take a break from that weapon, train a new weapon, then go back to the other one, and you're even better. I don't know, it's just how like skill curves work. It's this way in a lot of different games as well. Like StarCraft 2 has that sort of learning curve as well. This game mode is a fast track way to find out which weapon you're actually good with and which weapon you're pretty terrible at, so it allows you to see what you might want to use if you want to go absolute domination mode in public servers. Now, I just want to wrap up this commentary with some more tips for Frenzy mode. I've got quite a few tips for Frenzy mode. I've been playing a lot. Simple things like, as you hear the commentator shout 3, 2, 1 before the next weapon switch, you should, if there's an enemy nearby, fire off your shots at him, because you're going to get a new weapon anyway. There's no need to reload the current weapon that you have, so it's not like a waste of time. If you have a 5x multiplier on, tag enemies, because you're going to be tagged, so put yourself on a level playing field with your enemies, make sure they're tagged as well, so again, like, you can see them coming, they can see you coming, even it up a little bit. Find an easy place to defend once you are tagged up with a 5x multiplier. Don't use stealth when you have a 5x multiplier, that's silly, although I do it sometimes, but that's only out of habit, because when I kill someone like who's not got a 5x multiplier, I'll jump into stealth just to get away from there in case someone decides to come and try and kill me with my 3x multiplier or something like that. Don't forget to use your underbarrel attachments. When the Scarab comes up and it's got a Gauss attachment on it, use that Gauss attachment. You can one-shot people across the map who aren't in armor mode, because there's no auto armor. Fantastic! Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. Please leave a comment and a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in my next video.